I used to think getting glass skin meant buying expensive skincare products. So when I started researching beauty habits that support the healthy, radiant look often associated with Korean glass skin, I expected to find luxury serums, fancy essences, and products with names I could barely pronounce. But to my surprise, one ingredient kept showing up over and over again. And no, it wasn't a luxury serum. It wasn't one of those trendy essences. It wasn't even an expensive skincare product. It was yogurt. Yep, just plain yogurt. So naturally, I had to find out whether a $2 tub of yogurt could actually help create the glass skin look that expensive products promise. Now, before anyone gets too excited, I'm not saying yogurt is some magical shortcut to perfect skin. And no, I'm definitely not telling you to throw away your skincare routine. But I was genuinely curious. Why does this simple ingredient keep showing up in beauty advice? Why are people putting something from their fridge on their face? And is there actually a reason behind it? Or is it just another internet beauty trend? So I did some digging, and I'm not gonna lie, what I found was pretty interesting. And just to give you the short answer up front, no, yogurt isn't going to magically give you glass skin overnight. But there is a legitimate reason it keeps showing up in beauty advice. And that's exactly what we're about to get into. This is where things started making sense. Yogurt naturally contains something called lactic acid. Now don't worry, I'm not about to turn this into a chemistry class. Here's the simple version. Lactic acid is an ingredient that's commonly used in skincare products because it is known for helping gently remove some of the dead skin cells sitting on the surface of your skin. Think about when your skin looks dull, rough, or tired. A lot of the time it's because dead skin cells have built up over time. What surprised me is that many exfoliating products actually use lactic acid as one of their featured ingredients. So when people use yogurt masks, they are not just randomly following a beauty trend. There's actually a reason this ingredient keeps showing up in skincare conversations, and here's where it connects to glass skin. One thing I learned while researching glass skin is that it's not really about making your skin glow. It's about removing the things that stop it from glowing, from dryness, rough texture, and dead skin buildup. When your skin is smoother, light reflects more evenly, and that's one of the things that creates that healthy, radiant glass skin look. But here's the part that surprised me the most. The lactic acid isn't actually the biggest reason why people keep coming back to yogurt masks. The biggest reason isn't chemical. It's psychological. I think people love yogurt masks because they represent something we've almost forgotten: simplicity. Let's be honest, the beauty world can be overwhelming. One day, you're told you need 5 products. The next day, it's 10. Then, a skincare influencer convinces you that your entire routine is wrong. Meanwhile, yogurt is just sitting quietly in the fridge. No fancy packaging, no influencer code, no promises of overnight transformation, just yogurt. And frankly, I think there's something refreshing about realizing that not every beauty solution has to come in a luxury bottle. I also realize that many people aren't necessarily chasing yogurt itself, they're chasing simplicity. Because sometimes we assume that expensive means effective. But ingredients don't care about marketing. They either work or they don't. And I think that's one reason yogurt has remained a beauty conversation for so long. Something else I found interesting is that many people misunderstand what glass skin actually means. When most people hear glass skin, they think flawless skin, perfect skin, poreless skin. But that's not really the goal. Glass skin is more about skin that looks healthy, hydrated, smooth, and radiant. That's why Korean beauty often focuses on gentle habits instead of aggressive treatments. They focus on hydration, supporting the skin barrier, consistency, and gentle exfoliation. These habits show up again and again. And that's why yogurt became interesting to me. because lactic acid is often associated with gentle exfoliation rather than harsh scrubbing. And if you've watched my glow up content before, you already know I'm a huge believer in being gentle with your skin. Now, if you're curious and want to try a yogurt mask for yourself, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, use plain, unsweetened yogurt, not vanilla, not strawberry, not anything loaded with added ingredients. Greek yogurt is often preferred because it's thicker and tends to stay on the skin more easily without dripping everywhere. Second, always patch test first. Just because something is natural doesn't automatically mean everyone's skin will love it. And finally, don't expect miracles. One yogurt mask isn't going to transform your skin overnight. That's probably the biggest myth I came across while researching this topic. Glass skin isn't created by one ingredient. It's usually the result of multiple healthy habits practiced consistently. And to be honest, the biggest lesson I learned wasn't about yogurt. It was about simplicity. For the longest time, I thought every glow-up required expensive products and complicated routines. But the more I learn about beauty, the more I realize that healthy-looking skin often comes down to doing the basics really well, like hydrate your skin, protect your skin barrier, be consistent, and be patient. And maybe that's why yogurt keeps showing up in beauty advice. Not because it's magic, but because it reminds us that sometimes simple things can still be useful and effective. So can yogurt really help you get glass skin? Yes, but not because it's a miracle ingredient. It may support smoother-looking skin thanks to its natural lactic acid content. But real glass skin comes from the habits you repeat consistently, not one product, one ingredient, or one mask. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried a yogurt mask? Or is there another beauty trend you've been curious about? Let me know in the comments. And if you're on your own glow-up journey, don't forget to subscribe to Glow Up with Nini for more beauty, confidence, and self-improvement content, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, stay gorgeous.